Today, we are going to rank every boss from Armored Core 6 based on their design, fight setting, difficulty, and overall vibe. We're about to dissect every riveting detail of these epic showdowns. Let's try to do this without pissing people off. I am definitely pissing people off. Alright, couple things before we start. This is my list, and based on my playthroughs, yours could be different. In fact, I'm curious what your S's and F's are. Let me know in the comments. Also, I'll try to keep each one short so not to have a 30-minute long video. Hope so. The AC Healing. This guy is a solid A. The cool factor is through the roof, and it's a perfect initiation into the game. Noob stomp vibes for sure, but as soon as you get good, it is so easy. Sula, he moves a lot. He's positioned well in the mission. All I know is that I enjoyed his fights and I cannot put my finger on why. An A for now, but I sense a drop coming later on. Baltius is honestly F tier. I think a lot of people like him, but I'm just kidding. He's an easy S tier, unique look, complex fight with multiple phases. What is there not to love? He stomped a lot of people to day one, and I think that speaks a lot of his value. Invincible Rummy? I love this guy. He's such a meme. A solid B for me. I think the Smart Cleaner is an A fight for the first time, but it drops to a B on repeats. In my opinion, the shock factor wears off. Let's just put it for B for now. The Sea Spider. An easy S tier. He's very hard to fight. Sick design. Awesome moveset. On multiple phases. It's an easy peak S tier. The Student Pilot, he's a solid C. He's a meme guy, but not much more than that. From time to time, just let the guy get a win, okay guys? The PCA Warship, D maybe F. It's cool to fight once, but loses its charm on repeat, especially when you have to take down multiple ones. Multiple times. Let's go D, because it's still badass to take down a warship. Swinburne is such a goofy goober. I covered them in my Souls Easter eggs video. I like that his fight is not straightforward, and his character has more depth into him, so it's an easy A for me. The PCL Lieutenant and Sergeant. These guys are mid-tier. However, they have the coldest pull-up in the game. The Smough and Ornstein pull-up elevates them to an A for me. I think that reference not a lot of people got, and when I saw it the first time, it literally was the coolest thing. That is why it's an A for me. It's probably not gonna be for a lot of people. Who's even this guy? It's a D. Not memorable at all. I think he's one of the arena guys. The AC Healy from the Zalem, it would be an A, but it drops to B due to repetition. But it's a cool checkpoint to see how far you've gotten since fighting the first boss, the Healy. It's like a power check. It's very cool, so let's put it B. The PCA Warrant Officer. This guy's fight is very cool. It's hard to describe, but it's Souls-like, and I like that a lot. Purely for that, he's an A for me. PCA Captain and Lieutenant, it's C tier. Decent. The Strider, would you even consider this a boss? But yeah, it's a solid A regardless. It's unique since it's very massive and it's constantly on the move. And when you take it down, it happens in-game, no cutscenes. I think that's very cool. So A for sure. The Honest Brute, this guy got character. I like him, but his fight falls flat, and I assume it's on purpose due to it being part of his character. For that, he's a C for me. Raven is the guy we stole the identity from. His pull-up is ice cold, but his fight is mid at best. C for me. The Ice Worm. I think this will take a bunch of people out. As cool as the Ice Worm fight is, I think it's an A tier for me. It's an awesome design, it's a great setup, but it's a gimmick boss. And that drops it down for me from S to A. Don't get me wrong, gimmick bosses can still be S tier if done right. For example, Rykard from Elden Ring is an easy S tier. Yorm from Dark Souls 3 is an A tier. I hope you get the point. The Nepenthes is F tier, worst thing in the game, obnoxious to fight for the first time, and every single time after that. It's not difficult, it is tedious. It's bland, pure F tier, the worst thing in the game. Speaking on one of the worst things in the game, G5 Iguazu, I am sick of him. We see him what feels like 100 times. Very annoying. C tier. This might take a lot of people by surprise. The Enforcer is S tier for me. The boss design, badass. The moveset, phenomenal. Multiple phases, yes sir. Difficult as hell. Hell yeah. But the best thing about it, in my opinion, is that this is the closest fight to what feels like a Dark Souls boss. Maybe it is just me. So S tier for the Dark Souls vibes. The Juggernaut is an A tier. The shock factor and unique mechanics makes it cool. The same vibe as the Smart Cleaner, but better. Because I feel like through repetition, it does not get worse. It does not get annoying. I mean, it is, but it's still cool. I think it's an A tier. Okay, I think Michigan is one of the coolest characters in Armored Core 6. It might be due to his voice actor doing a phenomenal job. He has so many great lines in the game. His fight is annoying to say the least. He's an A for me, or B, I don't know. I'll just put him B. Rusty, C tier, just alright, nothing special. These guys are just another hurdle before Cell, so nothing special, just put him D tier. Big Boy Cell 240. In my opinion, the hardest boss in the game and the best of them all. S tier, the boss reeks of Malenia's fight. Cell was tough and gave me a beating the first time until I had to adjust to beat him. Aesthetically well designed, the setting is awesome, the vibe is great, the moveset is complex, and it was the first boss to have a secret second phase, which was a nice surprise. Just S tier, hands down the best boss in the entire game. Snail, C tier, get in line with your brethren. Carla, I think she's A tier in my opinion. Awesome character with a decent fight. One of the characters that stand out the most out of the leaders. So yeah. D tier, nothing special. Don't even know who you are. The Smart Cleaner, the Zalem version. Yeah, the repetition doesn't hit the same. Definitely D tier. Snail Balteus, A tier. Well done, but not quite S tier. It's Balteus, but you know, the repetition factor, plus you've gotten good at the game at this point, so he's not as hard as Balteus. So, A tier. Iguazu and Volta, D tier. Iguazu again, annoying. Niall, C tier, join the squad. Nothing special, brother. Get in line. Iguazu, New Game Plus, D tier, repetition. The Cataphract, B tier, unique design, decent fight, and a diverse moveset, deserves B. Cold Call, C tier, nothing to stand out. Halkin and Peter, B tier. The ambush vibe is very cool, but nothing exceptional. The fight falls flat, B tier. Rusty and Flatwell, B tier, just above mid, nothing special. The Arquebus squad member, D tier, forgettable. I don't even remember the guy. Freud, another forgettable leader. All of these leaders had a really bad boss fight design, except Michigan, which felt like he was pulling all the stops to hunt you down. Steelhaze Rusty, C tier, mid fight. The Cataphract and the two lieutenants. It was a cool mission, but C tier. Interchangeable with the solo Cataphract. Same boss with two more enemies, B or C, depending on which one you fought first. Bottom D, who is even this guy? O'Keefe, D tier. Something special about him, but his fight is way too easy, just way too easy. Snail and Iguazu, A tier. Both of them are mid, but together as a fight, it was cool. They were slightly difficult to deal with, and I think that difficulty is worthy of an A tier. Peter, C tier, bruh. Walter! Walter is a very memorable boss that has a cool setting, great design, and decent fight. I think he could be interchangeable with Aerie depending who you fought first. I fought him New Game Plus, so he was way too easy for me. So yeah, A tier. But I could see him being S tier for others. Yeah, Walter is that guy. And Aerie. Aerie, she was a great boss. Not really difficult, just cool to see Aerie piloting a mech for the first time. That unique design of her mech is very cool. We've never seen it. We don't get to use it or get those parts, so that's cool. She has an awesome fight too, so S tier for sure. All Mind is a special boss that you need to finish the game twice to get to. His design is very awesome, multiple phases with multiple enemies by his side. The enemies don't make the fight difficult per se, just perfectly balanced. I think he's an easy S tier without a doubt. I made some final changes by reflecting on the overall tier list and the position of some of them in relation to others. And there you have it, the Armored Core 6 boss ranking extravaganza has come to a close. Whether your favorite soared to the top or took a hit, remember, it's all in good fun. We have navigated the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Now it's your turn. Drop some of your hot takes in the comments, and let's spark some friendly debates. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the chaos, subscribe for more Armored Core content, and ring that notification bell to stay updated on all things mechs and mayhem. Till next time, peace!